Hi there. Of course, you hear that I've been really busy, haven't made a lot of videos. And so I sat down, decided, okay, I'm going to try to make a video. And I went through some of my queue, and one of them is on deception. And it's really funny because deception has been on my heart. Although I made this back in 2021, I'm really behind. So I thought this would be appropriate. And if you look in light of all the things that have been going on, in fact, since 2021, when I started making this video, it's still very highly pertinent for today and for us believers who are trying not to live in the world but are in the world. So here we go. So if you consider deception as the root word in Latin is decapere, to take or carry away. Interesting. It means to be carried off or to be led astray. Deception is not that simple and not easily recognizable or seen. The Bible tells us that even if the days were not shortened, no one would survive. But for the elect's sake, the days will be cut short in Matthew 24:22. In the verse before that, it says, "For at that time there will be a great tribulation, unmatched from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be seen again." Then Matthew 24:24, Jesus said, "For false Christs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders that would deceive even the elect, if that were possible." So in Matthew chapter 24, Jesus said the word deceive 4 times. He says in verse 4, "Take heed that no man deceive you." 5, "And shall deceive many." Verse 11, "And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many." And in verse 24, "If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." Then we have deceived 36 times in the New Testament and 34 in the Old Testament. The enemy lies in wait to deceive in Ephesians 4:14. "But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived," in 2 Timothy 3:13. So let's think about this for a moment. Take a pause and try to unravel the things that you have thought has been true for so long. Deception works like that. Remember Eve and the apple, the father of lies? And no, the serpent was not the good guy. He was the deceiver, who is known as Satan. In 1 Peter 5:8 it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour." He devours with lies, with deception. In John 10:10 it says, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." The plan is for Satan, the Antichrist, to be worshipped, to be as God himself. "How have you fallen from heaven, O day star, son of the morning? How you are cut down to the ground, you who laid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the mount of the assembly of the heights of Zephron. I will ascend to the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High, but you will be brought down to Sheol, to the depths of the pits." In Isaiah 14:12-15. There is an exaltation, pride. He wants to counterfeit God's nature and his plan, thus the deception. The book of Revelation talks about how the old serpent, the devil, and Satan deceives the whole world, not part of the world, but the whole world, in chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So he conducted miracles, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image unto the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. Revelations 13:14. And for thy merchants were the great men of earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, in Revelations 18:23, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So who got deceived? Those who received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped what? His image, the Antichrist image, that he should deceive the nations no more. Revelations 23. It sounds to be that deception is great and it will be difficult to discern. In the later times, some will depart by the faith by giving heed to the deceitful spirits and doctrines of demons through the hypocrisy of liars whose consciousness are seared in 1 Timothy 4:1-2. The word hypocrisy literally is done by actors. Hypocrite in Greek means actor. It is being insincere. They are well skilled at being pleasing, appearing pleasant, appearing reasonable and sophisticated and free. But remember, it is all an act. They use flattering words. They deceive the hearts of the simple-minded. In Romans 16:8 it says, "Let no man deceive himself. If anyone among you thinks that he is wise in this age, let him become a fool, that he may become wise." In 1 Corinthians 3:18, think about it. We can deceive ourselves thinking that we're wise. In reality, we are a fool because we really don't know anything. That's the reality. But in that is wisdom. So deception is the act to make others believe something that is not true. In the end, we must be careful, and we must have the word of the Lord written in our hearts, and to pray, to have discernment. What about deception today and in our churches? We all know that many deceptions run both in the church and in the world. What is the truth and how will we know it? Does it really matter? Well, in some cases it does, but in others, we need to bask in the Word so we will not be consumed with fear, because fear is not from the Father. And fear develops anxiety, stress, sleepless nights, and in time, it will get us sick. And there's fear all around, getting bombarded 24 hours a day. There is no need to be fear of the darkness, because the one truth is that He, Jesus Christ, is the light. Look up and stay strong, and God bless.